Hello, my name is Sara and I'm a global internship site leader in Chiang Mai, Thailand. So I grew up in Pennsylvania and I went to church since I was very young, and I've always been going out on outreaches and missions trips, and I've always felt that is something that I've always wanted to do. I've never really had a desire to do anything else, to be working at a 9-to-5 kind of job. So I feel like the Lord has always been preparing my heart and my life for the calling that He has for me. So when I was 16 years old, I went to India. It was for a month-long missions trip with Global Expeditions, and it was while I was there, I think we were just on a free day driving to a water park or something. I just remember having some quiet time looking out the bus window and just seeing all of the people living in shacks, and it was evident that they were Hindus. You could see like the red dot on their forehead, and I just remember talking to the Lord and asking Him, God, who's going to reach all these people? There's so many. And I felt quite strongly. It was kind of like the first time I've ever really distinctly heard the Lord's voice, and He said, you can do this, you can reach these people. And I remember saying, no, I can't, like, you're funny. And He said, no, really, this is what I want you to do. And so coming back from that, my heart kind of changed, and I was kind of just looking into, I didn't really know what I was looking into, just trying to find training, trying to find out how this would work if I would want to live overseas. I first heard about Bethany through a friend who had went to T-Mania and then traveled on to Bethany, so it kind of sparked my interest, and I remember researching it and thinking, well, this sounds like a great school. It is a small amount of people, so my mom and I went and visited, and I really liked it, and I was kind of hesitant to go because I've always been what you would call a homebody. I got homesick going everywhere I went, but I knew that definitely the Lord had opened this door for me financially and just through getting me there, because that was a big feat in itself. And so going to Bethany the first time and the first year that I was there was super enriching for my life. So going to Bethany, the mentors, everyone that held any kind of influence really impacted me. It was the first time that I'd ever lived in a Christian community like that. I learned about the Holy Spirit. I was just really introduced to so many new things about relationship with Jesus that I had never learned before. So for that, I am incredibly grateful for my time at Bethany and how the Lord used that to impact me. I decided to go to France on my 16-month internship, and though it was really quite a difficult time working on the team, living in the country with the leadership, and just all aspects made it a very tricky internship. Coming back, I felt a little beaten, but thankfully, through the Lord's grace, He really showed me how much He really has used that time in France to refine me, to just purge things out of me that were not of Him. And He really helped to show me some of my giftings. I really enjoyed learning the language. I loved learning the culture. And so after graduating, I was just kind of praying like what my next step would look like, because I knew I wanted to go back overseas. I didn't know where or in what capacity life would look like. And so then I decided to go on just a 2-week short-term trip to Thailand. I went to Thailand for the 2-week trip with Bethany as one of the leaders, and it was really, really healing for me to see a global internship site working well and running well, seeing the interaction of the leadership with the interns. I really felt something moving and shifting in my heart, and really felt like the Lord was potentially calling me back here to work with internship, to work with the site leadership, but I was still kind of hesitant because that's a very big job, and I really committed a lot of time to praying about it and talking with my family and just even talking with the leaders at Bethany and in Thailand. One way that I love how the Lord confirms things for me is through funds, and while I was home over the summer, there was just a huge outpouring of support through the people in my church, through friends, through family, car washes, bake sales. It was just amazing to see the different ways that people would come out and support me. I had a car wash, and a gentleman brought 3 of his cars through so that they could get washed, and it was an amazing time being at home for the 3 months, and it was a really good time for my heart just to prepare, getting ready to go again and go overseas and be away from the people that I hold very dear to my heart. Living here in Thailand has have many challenges, but working with Global Internship, being able to have that opportunity to work with people that were in a position that I was just in about 2 years ago is an amazing time. The landscaping of Thailand is really beautiful, but it's the culture and the people and the way that they live life has been something that has really grown my heart and has made me really appreciate living in Asia for the first time for this long. And it's just been really neat to see how even when I'm feeling completely inadequate, the Lord is all that I need. He is the supplier of my words and my thoughts, and there's many times that I feel just completely drained emotionally, my mind, because I just can't take any more Thai. It's that the Lord He comes through, and He always does. And it's through just even being here for 8.5 months, it's felt like I've just already grown so much in leadership giftings, but also just in my walk with Him, because yes, I've lived overseas before, but each time is a new and different opportunity, and so I'm very thankful for the people that have brought me here, and I'm very thankful for just this chance to work with an amazing program that equips young people just to live in a culture and learn a culture respectfully and in a way that will really benefit them for when they're wanting to live overseas long term. The Lord has really been teaching me to live day by day, and there's still so many things I know that He wants to continue to teach me and grow me in, and when I look to the future, I still tend to be a wee bit overwhelmed because I really don't know what the next step is going to be. And so as I live life here and as I look to the future, I'm continuing to submit that to the Lord and just ask Him what the next step will be. Because right now on my radar is site leading, and I know that I have a passion for so many things, and the overarching one is just a passion for the lost. And so I would ask that you would pray for me as I am working out these giftings, and I'm very excited to see what the Lord has next.